Alright, Shalom. Praise Jehovah, Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles at GreatMillStone. The song of war is singing, mate, and pal. Now, let's look at this, bro. Let's look at this. Iran general warns Trump war would. Iran general warns Trump war would destroy all you possess. Now, that's certainly what the Persian would say, right? You know, he's still talking like them lads are still, you know, talking like they're in the ancient world, man. We will take your possessions, you know. Anyway, you know, and I ain't read this article, but you know, brothers, I think brothers were sending it round. Anyway, it says Iranian Special Forces commander has warned President Donald Trump if the US attacks Iran, it will destroy all that you possess. And we know that through the scriptures. I mean, there's many scriptures on it, man, but America's going to invade Iran. Okay, now the Apocrypha talks about the ancient Carmanians, you know, basically going to rise up against America. So, you know, these things are in the scriptures. And we're just tying it in with the modern articles just to show you what's going on. Anyway, it says, Major General Qasem Soleimani vowed that if Mr. Trump started a war, the Islamic Republic would end it, and America is going to be destroyed, and there's going to be nukes flying all over the gaff. If it follows Mr. Trump's all caps lock tweet warning Iran's president to never ever threaten the US. So them weaker nations are standing up against the war, against the mighty Kingdom of America. You know, Isaiah 14, how is America now? You know, they're supposed to be the greatest empire on the earth, and now you got smaller nations able to come out and say things like this. Okay, well, it says Trump. See, you got what he said again, and Trump comes out, angry Trump, Iran threat becomes a meme. Talk to me, not to the president. It is not our president's dignity to respond to you. We are near you where you can't even imagine. Come, we are ready. If you begin the war, we will end the war. Well, I think that's Iran saying this. You know that this war will destroy all that you possess. They also accuse the US president of using language of nightclubs and gambling laws. Yeah, because America's a big joke. On Sunday, Mr. Trump tweeted a startling threat to Iran's president. To Iranian president, never ever threaten the United States again, or you will suffer consequences the likes of which few throughout history have ever suffered before. We are no longer a country that will stand for your demented words of violence and death. Be cautious. Color Zavad Zarif, color us unimpressed. The world heard even harsher bluster a few months ago, and Iranians have heard them, albeit more civilized ones for 40 years. We've been around for millennia and seen fall of empires, incline our own, which lasted more than the life of some countries. Be cautious. So they're going back and forth. So then he said they're ready to make a deal. So we're in the time of war, man. The law's going to cause America to go into Iran. And that's what's going to kick off World War III. You know, that's where Iran is like really want to see. Russia and China, they've got the nuclear power and they're ready. But Iran, they're really fucking. They're just not accepting America at all. You know, they burn American flags. This is the scriptures that, you know, all happening before your eyes. America should know that peace with Iran is mother of all peace, and war with Iran is mother of all wars. Yeah, man. You know, so we're in the end times. We're in a beautiful time. And that's, you know, I don't have to read all the rest of this. You know, but you know, so you know, that was pretty much a news update. It was a quick news update. You know, and like I said, what we're seeing is end times. Let me read this quickly. Joel 3:2. I will gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people, for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered amongst the nations and parted my land. In the valley of judgment and the Lord's judgment. And you know what? The American army is right in where they need to be. They're strategically they're in Iraq, Afghanistan, in certain places. They're right, Iran's right there. That's the next place. So they're in the hot, so they're in that hot spot, you know. They're where they need to be. And the Lord's causing this it's just gonna get to that boiling point. I mean, what you gotta understand is once some nukes are shot, that's it. There's no going back. It ain't gonna be boots. It's not gonna be, you know, boots on the ground and snipers. No, we're talking about thermonuclear missiles, bro. So we're already really in that war. It's just gotta get to the climax with these major powers that are gonna press those buttons, bro. Nuclear war. And nuclear war is just gonna fucking, you know, nuclear war is not light. It's not a light thing, you know. There's no bargaining with that. It's just destruction. You know. There's many scriptures on this, man, about destroying the land, the waste that, and that's them nukes, man. Because them nukes, bro, when them nuclear missiles are shot, what's gonna happen, mate? It's gonna be total destruction from on high. Okay. And you know, that's the time we're in. You know, all you people that, you know, you don't want to believe in this word and all of that. Well, what's gonna happen when this thing really pops off? You're gonna wish that you was in the scriptures. You're gonna wish that you submitted your life to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You're gonna wish that you working on your salvation with fear and trembling. But the only thing you're gonna meet is destruction. You know. So we're in the time. And you know, like I said, man, you know, these nations, bro, are at boiling point's edge. They're at boiling point's edge. You know, we're talking about, you get articles coming out with threats of using nukes and burning flags of the countries. This is the time of war, bro. That's Ecclesiastes 1. Okay. Matter of fact, you know what, let me get that. You know, sometimes I just like to bring out quick hitters for quick lessons. Ecclesiastes 3 and 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. We're not in the time to build up. You know. 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. What time are we in now? We're in the time of war, evidently. You got the countries you're in, they're fucking at war, bruv. And you're talking about we're in the time of peace. Hell no. The very countries you're in are at war right now. They're in a state of war. While you going shopping. It's a fucking joke. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.